Hello and welcome to Bowls 360. Just a short show today. I've got an action-packed day with my work, so I'll just squeeze in a Premier League preview for the weekend's upcoming games. That should do us for today. First game we're going to look at is the Osborne Park Double View game. Quite a few games they've played over the years, 49 they're up to. This will be game 50 for them, so that's a significant achievement for Premier League games, the two powerhouse clubs of our competition historically. You can see there that W have got a bit of a record over Osborne Park over the years too. 18 wins, 30 losses to Osborne Park and a draw, but W winnings 15-7 at Osborne Park, so that's a significant margin over the years. I haven't got the teams yet for Osborne Park. For W, Willisey comes in and Conway goes out. This should be a very interesting game. W started to make some moves, didn't they, before Christmas and their round 10 game, and Osborne Park have been pretty solid all year. They'll be wanting to win this to give themselves a chance for finals. A real toss of the coin, but I'm going to go with the home side. They had two players there in the Osborne Park team that made the semi-finals of the state singles, Tyrone Alberti and Connor Biddle, so they'll be flying high as a club, and I think they might just get over the line. In game 2 we have Cambridge versus Cardinia. Cambridge with a 9-13 and 1 draw record. Interesting, isn't it? I talked about the Bassendean Cardinia game, how Bassendean seemed to have the wood over Cardi, and it's quite the opposite here. Cardi with a 13-9 advantage over Cambridge, which is surprising really, because Cambridge have been quite a strong club over the years. Cardi have always been fighting their position in the top side, so that's quite interesting. But you can see at the venue, Cambridge 7-3 record at home over Cardinia, so most of those wins for Cardinia have come at their own club. For Cambridge, our ins there, Duncanson, Lewis, Rushforth, McGinlay, and the outs, huge outs here. Peter Harris, Blake Nan, Luke Bolton, and Kobe Barton, the marquee player from round 10, are all out. They're huge losses. As a consequence, Andrew Drayton making his debut as a Premier League skipper. Well done, Andrew. That's fully deserved. And Cardiff haven't got the teams yet, so I don't know what they've done with their squad. You would think, even with the significant losses there for Cambridge, that they'll be too good at home for Cardinia. Cardinia really need to start getting some points if they want to get out of the relegation zone. I don't think they're going to do it here. I think Cambridge will be too strong for them. For our third game, we have Sorrento versus Matt Lawley. They've only met the once. That was in the round 2 game earlier on this season, in which Sorrento won that in a surprising victory there against Matt Lawley. So Matt Lawley have never beaten Sorrento in the Premier League. Let's look at the team changes. Sorrento, no changes there for Matt Lawley. Jones Rowland is back in from his sojourn in England. Paul Sinden's back as well, and out goes Harriet, Park and Scott. Matt Lawley just kept getting stronger and stronger. That's almost a full-strength team there for the Mounties. And despite the Sorrento win, and despite it being at Sorrento, which gives Sorrento a little bit of an advantage, but I think Matt Lawley will be far too strong here. They should continue on their merry winning ways probably for the rest of the season. It's going to be hard to tip against them in any game, really. Sometimes that's good for the rest of the competition, because Matt Lawley always going to win, and so every side is really not advantaged or disadvantaged by losing to them. So every rinks count, so Sorrento will be looking to get 1 or 2 rinks here at least. In game 4 we have Safety Bay versus South Perth. Not a happy hunting ground, South Perth, for Safety Bay. They've never beaten them in the 3 games they've played in the Premier League over the years. It's a 0-3 record, and of course a 0-1 record at Safety Bay. So South Perth aren't scared of travelling down there and playing them. So the changes there, the ins, Deb Smith comes in, Arndt and Mortensen out, go Newick, Kitson and Body for Safety Bay. For South Perth, there are no changes there. I would expect South Perth to do the job again here. It's a very strong side across the rink. I mean, Safety Bay are difficult to beat at home. They've got a significant home ground advantage, but and we saw that a couple of years ago where they had a really slow start to the year, sluggish start. In the second half, they really came good and won some games. They might win this one. They're certainly not without a chance, but you'd probably have to go with South Perth. In our final game, Bassendean versus Manning. And again, we see a bit of an advantage there to Manning over the years. It's a 7-12-2 record to Bassendean, but Manning with an 8-1 win rate at Bassendean. So Bassendean have only won once over Manning at their home club, which is amazing, really, over the years. Both grass clubs, so there's no advantage there with playing on a different surface, but Manning just seem to love coming to Bassendean and winning. So no changes to Bassendean. It ends. It's led by the Butlers there, Lara and Jackson in. Christina Christic, a huge out. She's off representing Australia in the Trans-Tasman series. She left, it starts today, I think it is, the 31st, so she left yesterday. Will be absent for this game. Mark Ellis also drops out. Who to pick? Well, I mean, obviously I play for Bassendean, so I'm hoping that we can get the job done, but that record is a significant factor, isn't it? So Manning obviously like coming here. They've got some good ends with Lara with her state singles run up, and she played awesome in that job. Hasn't played a lot of bowls over the years, but obviously that doesn't had her any harm at all with her performance in the singles. So this could be a real tight game. Both sides in the top four. I think Manning a fourth, Bassendean a second. So this is obviously match of the day. I think it'll be a 50-50 toss of the coin here. And saying that as a neutral, as a Bassendean, obviously I hope we win, but as a neutral, I think this could be a real humdinger of a match. All right, so that brings us to an end to the show today. Thank you for everyone for tuning in and subscribing. If you are watching this video from my website, in watching the embedded video, then you won't be able to do the subscribe. It's most easy if you click on the YouTube wording down below the video there. That'll take you to the YouTube channel, and then you can subscribe. Subscriptions are free to the channel, and it all will go to a worthy cause if we start making money. As I said, it'll offset the costs that I have, and it will also, I'm also going to start paying my contributors to the website. So the money is not going to be put into my pocket. It will be distributed out. So thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Bye.